After I completed the video Revenge of the Space Kids Part 2, I watched the 1986 Aliens, the movie, one evening. I was taken aback and startled. I couldn't believe my lying eyes and ears when Private Hudson physically placed his hand on a machine and described it. It is absolutely crystal clear that he showed an actual secret particle-being weapon to Ripley and identified it by touch. He said, "Hey, Ripley, don't worry. Me and my squad of ultimate badasses will protect you. Check it out. Independently targeting particle-being phalanx. Whap! Fry half a city with this puppy." It is also absolutely crystal clear that Private Hudson wasn't talking about outer space Star Wars combat. In 1986, he revealed a secret particle-being weapon capable of, so he said, frying half a city like Paradise, California. 2 of them were capable of frying an entire city. Even today, researchers and truthers still don't have a clue to the state of art of the secret demon particle being researched, developed, and warfare. The secret dark circles of fraternal brotherhood of public government officials, firemen, law enforcement, and first responders deliberately have not been telling the people the truth about the November California Camp Firestorm since its beginning. They have known all along that hundreds of people were burned and fried alive in Paradise, California. During the firestorm, scores of people have been reduced to ash, bones, and bone fragments, like going through a cremation chamber alive. Cremation chambers reduce human bodies to ash, bones, and bone fragments with temperatures about 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet, even through cremation, human bones can withstand total destruction from intense concentrated heat. They have to be mechanically ground to dust. An average surface fire on the forest floor might reach temperatures of 1,472 Fahrenheit or more. Under extreme woody conditions, flame temperatures can exceed 2,192 Fahrenheit. Paris, California was essentially an urban center. It was not a forest floor nor a forest village. It was a city without extreme woody fuel. The brotherhoods are trying to identify people burned alive through DNA because all that is left of them are bones, fragments, ash, and dust. It was no forest fire known by physics or Mother Nature that burned people alive and destroyed about 9,000 homes. What nearly destroyed the entire town of Paradise was satanic dark symbolism. The secret brotherhoods of public government officials and law enforcement are also deliberately not telling the people the truth about Jennifer Hart, Ciera Hart, Hanna, and her 5 siblings. Right this moment, a little Hanna should be the heart of the people. In about 4 months, it would be a year since the accepted theories of the time of their disappearance in late March 2018. On a national televised April 17, 2018 Dr. Oz show created by Oprah Winfrey, the Woodland, Washington neighbors of the Hart witches, Bruce and Dana DeKalb, set the manufactured public opinion time and false narrative for Hanna and the children 10 days before their disappearance. They said that they were the last people to speak to the children on March 15, 2018, when Devonte begged them for a package of tortillas and 6 jars of peanut butter. The big problem with DeKalb's timeline and story is that according to a police warrant executed soon after, The March 28, 2018 alleged murder-suicide deaths of Jennifer and Ciera Hart in Mendocino County, police searched their house and did not get any indication that the children or any children had ever recently lived in the Hart house in Woodland. On November 18, 2017, Dana's father, 80-year-old Steve Fryovic, called 911 and reported that Hanna and the children in Woodland were in immediate serious danger. Dana told her mother about the Hart children in confidence, but his wife was horrified and told him. Fryovic told police that little Hanna escaped by jumping from a second-floor window and begged the DeKalbs to save her life. She was in a race with the devil. The children were in the house in August 2017. In response to Fryovic's 911 call, police called Dana about little Hanna and the children. Dana spoke for them and aided and abetted the local law enforcement secret brotherhood cover-up. After little Hanna's courageous escape from captivity and race with the devil, all the kids should have been saved, like the 13 white Turpin children after one of them escaped from their captive house. But soon thereafter, August, or even as late as November 18, 2017, little Hanna and the children disappeared. Woodland is a visible gateway and pathway to both Native American sacred mountains, Mount St. Helens and Fort Hood, bridges to the gods for witches. Woodland was founded in 1850. The name Woodland is significant in one important aspect of the occult. The Greek horned god Pan, the Baphomet, is the god and the spirit of the woodland. In his earliest appearance in literature, Pandora's Pythian Ode, Chapter 3, Pan is associated with the most ancient mother goddess Cybele. Pandora refers to maidens worshipping Cybele and Pan near the poet's home in Boeotia. The secret fraternal independent order of Oddfellows had a strong influence along the early 19th century Oregon Trail from Salem, Oregon to Woodland, Washington. Salem, Oregon had been named after the infamous Salem, Massachusetts, its witches and warlocks. The Oddfellows is a notorious satanic skull and bones fraternal order. The Oddfellows Brotherhood had a strong presence in the southern families from Kentucky that settled Woodland. The town's founding families are buried in an old Oddfellows cemetery in town. Just outside the city is an official standing monument to the Civil War Confederate President Jefferson Davis. Woodland, Washington is a place that don't have much love in their hearts for black children, even if they are being raised and indoctrinated along the left-hand path. Jeremiah plays Goddess Cybele's frame drum, and Devonte plays God Pan's flute. June 5th, 2013, 4:53 a.m. Jennifer Hart and the children are bleeping like goats at sunrise. Earth Mother, Goddess Cybele's Day, over the Willamette River in Westland, Oregon. The V hand symbol of Hanna and the children is of ancient origins. It is a sign of Satan, a malediction of the horned god Pan. It has its origins as a symbol for a pagan horned god. Goat bleeping is in the name of Satan, The goat is the form of which the demonic power assumes. The goat bleak evokes the aid of the devil. The Covenant of the Goddess is a cross-traditional Wiccan group of solitary Wiccan practitioners and over 100 affiliated covens. It was founded in 1975 in order to increase cooperation among witches and to secure for witches and covens the legal protection enjoyed by members of other religions. Member covens generally focus theology and the ritual around the worship of the goddess and the old gods, which is general practice within Wicca. The Covenant of the Goddess operates largely by consensus and maintains strict autonomy for all its members. One of the Covenant's emblem programs is the Hart and the Crescent for ages 12 through 18. H-A-R-T, Hart, is an archaic word for stag. The archaic horn god and stag cult is the secret dark circle behind Hollywood's Get Out, the movie. The secret stag cult of old Europe hunt black people. Hollywood don't make movies to entertain people of color. A surveillance image from a Safeway in Fort Bragg, California, shows a woman using Jennifer Hart's Safeway discount card purchasing bananas and other groceries on Sunday, March 25, 2018 at 8:05 a.m. The Safeway surveillance photo provided by the California Highway Patrol to corporate mass media doesn't show the mass murder suspect Jennifer Hart at Safeway. It is not Jennifer Hart, and they can't show or prove that it was her in Safeway. The woman was a criminal impostor that law enforcement outright refused to pursue. March 25, 2019 will be 1 year and counting as the multi-million-dollar forensic departments of the California Highway Patrol, the Mendocino County Sheriff, and the U.S. Justice Department FBI refuse to positively identify or deny that the woman with a cosmic handbag in Safeway was Jennifer Hart. It doesn't take these public agencies almost a year to make a positive ID of a homicide suspect. The woman in Safeway doesn't look anything like Jennifer Hart, the witch. If that woman in Safeway with the gray pullover sweatshirt and dark blue cosmic handbag was found in the wreckage at the bottom of the cliff, it is a criminal conspiracy and an additional homicide because that wasn't Jennifer Hart. In 2010, Ciera Hart pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor domestic assault charge against 6-year-old Abigail. She served a year's probation. She has a criminal justice fingerprint trail. Did fingerprints from the Hart Woodland house and U.S. Justice Department match the white females at the bottom of the cliff? We still don't know. In fact, there also appears to be no positive ID of the children that they said they found at the bottom of the cliff. Deputy Coroner Lieutenant Shannon Barney wrote in an email on August 15, 2018, "Make no assumption that we have conclusively ruled that all the children were in the car. I'm not sure where this may have come from, but it is entirely inaccurate." Well, that is interesting. because it explains law enforcement runaround in IDing little Hanna's possible skeletal remains because of the lack of a biological DNA sample from a family member. On May 10, 2018, a skeletal foot was discovered inside a tennis shoe, inside a child's blue jeans found near Highway 1 and Hardy Creek in Westport, not far from the original crime scene crash site. The foot is believed to be the remains of little Hanna. Law enforcement agencies claim that Markis, 19, was found dead at the March 26, 2017 crash crime scene. Markis was little Hanna's full biological sibling. Was the body of that young man found at the bottom of the cliff Markis or not? If it was, as they claim, they have had little Hanna's biological DNA sample on file all along. As I speak, the Dark Circle of Fraternal Brotherhood of Law Enforcement still refuse to ID the skeletal foot found inside the shoe. There is an extraordinary, chilling, and wicked twist in the case. Little Hanna's alleged skeletal foot inside a tennis shoe was handled and turned over to the Mendocino County Sheriff by a Minnesota Harmony Park Grove friend of the Hart witches that the sheriff will not identify, who is actively or overactively involved as an official sheriff volunteer in the search for little Hanna and the children. As of May 6, 2018, 14 feet in tennis shoes have been found in the Canadian province of British Columbia and 5 in the state of Washington. Decomposition may separate the foot from the body because the ankle is relatively weak, and the buoyancy caused by air either inside or trapped within a shoe would allow it to float away, so they say. But the shoe and foot in this case was inside a pair of jeans. Extremities such as hands, feet, and head often detach as a body decomposes in the water. They rarely float. Finding feet and not the rest of the bodies has been deemed unusual. Finding 2 feet has been given a 1,000,000 to 1 odds and has thus been described as an anomaly. The finding of a 3rd foot made it the first time 3 such discoveries had been made so close to each other. The 4th discovery of a detached foot and shoe caused speculation about deliberate, diabolical human interference. Right now, little Hanna's 15th detached foot and shoe found in the Pacific Ocean, Hardy Creek, Mendocino County, California, is a warning to others of the power, scope, and depth of the secret dark circles. Don't stray from the path. Keep your mouths closed. A Druid and Masonic dark circles embedded within the investigative law enforcement agencies in the Hart Witches case are currently involved in a massive cover-up of the mass slaughter of innocent black children and crimes against humanity. We cannot continue to tolerate Illuminati tabloid TV shows like Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil with impunity, manufacturing diversions, distraction, false and malicious facts to control and manipulate national public opinion regarding black children. There certainly appears to me that there are ultra-secret, underground satellite cults of Moloch, and druid groves like Harmony Park and Black Oak Ranch across the country that feed children directly into the mother Bohemian Grove to be sacrificed. Black Oak Ranch, the enchanted forest in Mendocino County, was founded by Wavy Gravy. In 1966, Wavy Gravy's first hog farm commune began in the hills of Sunland, a town in the far north of San Fernando Valley. Charles Manson's followers came to him via Alton LaVey's Church of Satan, Process Church, and Wavy Gravy's hog farm. Manson picked up 14-year-old follower Diane Lake directly from the hog farm's children winter rainbow camp. The enchanted forest of Black Oak Ranch sits just down the road from the Safeway store in Fort Bragg. Mendocino County Sheriff Coroner Tom Allman, heading the Hart's Witches racial mass murder investigation, lives in Wiltillis, just outside Wavy Gravy's Black Oak Ranch. Allman is the past Grand Master of the Wiltillis Masonic Temple. In fact, he was the resident deputy of Laytonville when Wavy Gravy bought Black Oak Ranch. The ranch has been under his jurisdiction for decades. He signs off on the Black Oak Ranch permits for the Enchanted Gatherings, Gala, and the Earth Dance Global Peace Party festivals of Vantusi. Do you think I want our loved ones ritually traumatized, minds fragmented, sexually abused, and organs stolen? Little Hanna must become symbolic of our undying love for the children, the heart of the people. Now tell me, is that any way for a man to carry on? Do you think I want our loved ones gone? I love you more than you'll ever know. I said I love you. I love you.